To govern over the north is to prepare for the inevitable. Winter is coming. I never did trust Roose Bolton, though he never troubled me before. That is, until he plotted for the demise of my son Robb. War we had to wage and victory we had to grasp. For the price of a son, I took his head. To the south, Edmure Tully began his rule over the Riverlands. He called on us to put down an insurrection led by the late Walder Frey and Walter of Harrenhal. Thank the gods we won that savage war. Walder Frey now spends his time as a black brother at the wall, and Walter lies infirm, forced to observe his sealing for the rest of his days. Beyond from Cedar Peaks to the north offered some sound wisdom that stays with me. As a proper man of the north, he says to secure our lands and to never forget about the threats beyond the wall. Rebellions will be put down, and those who breach our laws will be sent to the wall to serve. And in our nature, he reminds me to always speak truly. In time, when Jon Snow is a man, I will have to dwell on that in my decision to reveal his parentage. And now, for the marriages of my children. Now to talk about marriage. Jon Snow is going to marry the only daughter of Mace Tyrell, Marjorie. She comes from a good proper family, and I think with the treatment of Jon Snow by Catelyn, he deserves to see what a family life can be like. And so, again, these two are going to marry, which means we're allied to the Reach. The other idea here is to prevent a future civil war if we can. To do that, Ned Stark is going to use his children to not only facilitate their happiness, but to also strengthen ties around the kingdoms. Because Robert, he's not a great king. He's really not. He's a great fighter, but not a great king. We do have other children we need to go over. And Mace did die. Unfortunately, the gout got him. Which means, Willis, he's in charge. You're gonna marry Arwen Hewitt. Sansa's gonna marry Quentin of Dorne. I think it's a very good idea. We're gonna have snow meeting sand. And so another major house is gonna be bound to House Stark. Also, it's a matrilineal marriage. Only because he's not the heir to the throne. Not yet. That could change one day. But over here we have Arianne. She's meant to be a ruler, and so she may be. However, our children, the children of House Stark, they're going to have a proper and powerful claim to Dorne. Imagine that. If we could have another house under our general sway, that would be very powerful. Also, again, Sansa would be quite safe down here, I believe. Not only that, she would have a proper life that she might want. She's quite fashionable. Someone's going to pay for all of her outfits. What about the young Arya Stark? Only 4 years old. She's going to marry Jojen. Jojen of House Reed, the son of Hallan Reed, the man who saved Ned's life. Over here in Greywater Watch, Arya wouldn't have to worry about being a noble lady. She could behave as she wants to. I doubt Jojen would stop her. He's got the green sight, so we're gonna have, of course, Wolfblood meeting Greenblood. I think it's a good idea. She'll do well down here, and I would like to imagine in our timeline, she'll become a close friend of Mira Reed, who's going to marry Jory of Wolfbranch. Ah, okay. There we go, related to Roderick, of course. Well, that's a pretty good fate, I think, so far. Then I had to figure out a way to tie House Baratheon over to House Stark. We needed to do something to seal our two houses together. Cersei's not doing well ever since Jaime died. It's gonna be Maya Stone. She's a bastard, sure, but it gave us an alliance. And so she's going to marry Bran. Kind of an odd pairing, not one that I would typically imagine. However, again, I had to find a way to tie us together, and so now we are tied together. Dear God, Robert, 50 prowess. You might be a drunkard, but you are good at warfare. That's incredible. But those are our marriages so far. There's going to be another one, and who knows what might happen in the future. I do wonder about Benjen Stark and his children. Oh, that's interesting. Paula Stark, his daughter, is going to marry Hallis Mormont. Well, that's a good tie between the families. I think Benjen would definitely keep his children up north. I would like to imagine that. Aaron Stark, you're going to marry another one, Lyanna. Hey, look at that. Well, that is a very close tie. We do have Gregor. Many of you might know of him, of House Forrester. He's got so many children. Roderick, another Mormont, okay. We've got Asher, who's going to marry an Umber. Branda Umber, over to the east, right over here in the Last Lands. Not a bad pairing in my view. Mira Forrester, you're going to marry a Karstark. right over to the east in Carhold. Yeah, you've got so many children, you're able to marry them wherever. Risewell. Risewell is done over here in the Rills. Who else do we have? Ryan. Blackbrow, that's up northeast again. Yeah, so you've got marriages all over. That's going to be very powerful for that house. So what is a minor house might become a dominant one later on. Who knows? And of course, they do have their enemies. Lord Ludd of High Point, 41 years old, and still very much alive. If I can, I'll try to make a friend of Gregor. He's a good fellow, a bit older than Ned right now. Oh, we could ally, that's true. We'll think about it. I've already got many alliances going on. I could even host him as an honored guest. Do we need to do that right now? I suppose we can, just for fun. We have a new leader of the Rills, Lord Roger. He's a murderer. I do wonder, did you kill your father? No, you killed Melara. Yeah, his father, Roderick, he was unfortunately murdered. He vanished, but we know what that means. So now we've got a new marshal. He used to be my marshal, but our new one is someone who's going to do a great job, I think. Jorah Mormont, the Stallion of Bear Island. 2 animals. Wow, what a power. I'm a bit worried about the north. Again, look at how they're growing so quickly. They could attack us at any moment. I wonder if he could become a king beyond the wall. I hope not, but it could happen for sure. And after that, Hallan Reed, he's our new seer. Brenda was fired. Reed, well, he's too good at his job, 28 learning, and also a very close friend of mine. So, he's got his job. Hopefully he'll do a good one. Well, look who's here now, Rickon. The year is 295. We're also helping out in a minor peasant rebellion over in White Harbor. The Silver Shields have an issue, and we're gonna help out. It's our duty. He's stubborn, impatient, and full of wrath. What an angry child. He came out of the womb screaming, just in rage. Let's go down now. We don't need more soldiers. In fact, I have too many, but we're gonna put them down. Jorah, you could take command, but it's got to be me. It's got to be me today. Ned Stark is gonna take care of them. It's never fun killing your own people, not like that, but we've got to do it. What's over here? There's a great fighter. Bring him to me. Look who's come to join me. Brandon Spring. Up north, really? A spring? What a great banner. I love it. Got team prowess. That's a pretty interesting character. I nearly want to hold on to him and watch him. Ramsay died, 17 years old. And I did not mourn his passing. Domric, how are you doing? 15 years old. Arbitrary, fickle, patient, and arrogant. But you're not like your father, not entirely. Well, that rebellion is over. Rickon, I don't know who we're going to marry him off to just yet. I mean, he's only one, so we'll hold on to him for right now. And Jon, I've got to train you up in swordsmanship. Every single time, it'll be about that. It didn't go well, unfortunately, but there will be future matches, so that's okay. Well, that's pretty exciting. The year is 296, and King Robert is hosting a tournament over in the Red Keep. That's where I'm going to go. It's pretty far away, but I should be able to make it. We're going to hire mercenary guards. After that, what dangers are we going to run into? Probably quite a bit. So we're going to visit the Inn at the Crossroads. Diplomacy lifestyle experience. Over here, there's a bit of danger too. We're going to be on a major road. Unfortunately, there's just going to be a bit of danger. All right, I'll hire one mountaineer. And we're also going to visit a small pond. After that, or before that, Upperness, a causeway. And over here, the moats. That's a lot of extra experience. I like it. Not very many are going to be in my entourage. Lewin, of course, Roderick, Arya, and even Rickon. Okay, well, let's go. 40 gold. We'll be there in a while. And here I've got, who? A mercenary captain. He's okay. He's not great. Oh, that's interesting. There was a war up north. It looks like the Watch was able to fend off a minor invasion. 795 for their military strength. The wall holds firm, which is good, but again, there's a greater wave coming. We could try to preemptively go to war, but would that truly be wise? Also, would it be something that Ned would do? To even convince his own people to do that? That sounds like a lot. Many might say, hey, let's use the wall. If it's truly a threat, let them get by the wall first. And we're still going down south. We've got a ways to go. We've made it here. but we don't yet qualify for the Joust. There's a lot of other events too. If we miss one, we could get another. His intent is going to be all about the triumph. We're good at horse combat. A foot contest would be fine. When it comes to wit, or even archery, that's where we would struggle. Oh, look at that. More prestige. More experience too. And we're also a traveler, so we're getting experience for that trade as well. Let's go over here to the tourney grounds. I could try to become a hunter. That's true too. I don't have time for that though. My score has gone up. I'm at 32, but I need a few more points. Oh, they're killing me right now. I'm so close. I'm just going to have to wait. I'll have to watch a joust, though I would specialize in a joust, I believe. 26 more days to begin. Not yet qualifying. I'm trying my best, okay? We didn't qualify for the joust, but that's okay. Over here, we've got Lord Quentin of Withermoor, 32 years old, 47 prowess. Look at that blade. Skull cleaver. Now that's a sword. Well, good for him. Then he's going to fight who? Bartimus of Greyhawk. What a great name. 18 years old, 28 for his prowess. If only he had a frickin' Valyrian blade. That would change up a lot, I'm sure. Well, whoever wins, that's alright. Ooh, the final fight. And after that, it's who? Huh. Quentin did it. Yeah, he won. Well, good for him. So now we just need to wait to qualify for a new tournament. That's a scary looking guy. Oh, absolutely. And check out his blade too. Very cool looking. The Banefort. That could be a very interesting character to play in the future. Also, welcome strangers. Oh no, I don't know if I want to visit House Banefort. Oh my god. Lord Jon is dead. Our good buddy has been murdered. You really can't catch a break, can you, Jon? Littlefinger did it? You're kidding me. You can't make that up. How many other people have you killed? Only Jon? That we know of. 28 years old. You're over here in the Red Keep. I wish we could do something to him. I don't know what we could do. I would love to go to war to stop him. Check out that intrigue. 38. 31 for stewardship. He's very talented. Oh, I hate you, Littlefinger. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Maybe one day we'll be able to bring you to justice. But there goes my old friend, Lord Jon. What a tragedy. So now your boy's in charge. Oh god. That's gonna lead to some weird stuff. 4 years old, paranoid, craven, full of wrath, rude too. Oh no! House Arryn, you're not doing well. We did qualify for a tournament, that's good. Who's here? Theon the Heartless. We've got Lord Gilbert the Handsome of Windwater. I am ready. Let's fight then. Well, look at that guy. What incredibly cool armor. Lord Harmon the Brave of Brimstone. And over here, Lord Randall of the West March. First in battle. Now those are cool house words. 54 prowess? Yeah, these guys are scary. I've got to watch out for them. 36 over here, I could beat him. It's close, but I could. We're not going to cheat. We can't do that. Wait, sabotage. Look at that. Lord Randall was tampering with Lord Harmon's armor. Alright. But look at that. King Robert, he pardoned that wretched cur. Come on, Robert. Make a better choice. Alright, who am I going to fight? Have at thee, blackguard. I'm here to win today. I've got to remember my training. Let's do that. Did I win? Tell me I won. Victory for me. I'm not going to read every descriptor because I've done that before. They don't really change up. Alright. We knocked out one guy. It was quick. It was easy. The dual quarterfinals are over. We've got Lord Eddard, Lord Randall, Lord Jon of Runestone. Even he looks cool. An older guy too. A Velman. 39 prowess. There are so many interesting characters we could play. Lord Bonifer. 57, 43 prowess too. Alright. I've got to fight Randall. Oh my god. Okay. I'll do it. I've got to. I'm going to concentrate on that fight. I'm not here to worry about anything else here. No, we're here to fight. Alright. I could remember my training. I could mock him, but come on. It's Ned. He's going to remember his training and fight. Did we? Oh my god. Okay. Ned, I don't know how you're doing it right now, but thankfully, it's going well. A sonorous blow rings out as my weapon glances off a helmet. My opponent staggering backwards in a daze. I follow up quickly. All right, Ned. You did it. You knocked out Lord Randall. Okay, let's see. Banefort won. Wait, Jon was maimed? Oh no! He was killed. Oh no! That's a tragedy. Oh man, he didn't need to die for that. Another good Velman dead. Banefort, 57 years old. A Stormlander, okay. Well, that was a fine contest. Unfortunately, someone died. Theon did not qualify. Okay, so I did not win, but I'm going to qualify for another bout, which is good. That was a dueling one. Let's see. Duel is for 5 years. I mean, I'll take what I can. Tourney grounds again. I could watch our opponents at the tourney grounds. Sure. Come on, Roderick. Let's do that. My captains stand assembled for today's training. Their attendants laden with kit. Captains, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, urges Roderick. Together, we represent the Lord. Let us together prepare for our glories. Very well, we shall learn then. Now that we are going to do. It is warfare, so I feel like he wouldn't be against any of that, really. Let's wait and get ready. We might not win anything, but Ned is going to try. We're here for a good fight. A hook on me gained. Wait, Robert, what did you do? I actually don't know. I'll have to check. Robert, you shouldn't have a hook on me. Interesting. All right. Well, we've qualified for another tournament. I'm fighting who? Lord Randall, and I've got on my side Theon, only 12 prowess. Oh, come on. That isn't great at all. Well, let's get to it. We'll try. 20 contestants remaining. A fallen blade. Ah, my weapon. I'll try to get it. My weapon is kicked further away. That isn't good. Burning buildings. The melee has spilled over into the Red Keep proper. And even now, I can see contestants from both sides ripping off pieces of building facade to use as rudimentary shields or even missiles. Oh no! Oh, it's chaos again. All right, I'm gonna try to win a soldier's victory. The final blows, one more push. Our score didn't really change up very much, did it? I don't think I won. Wait. Oh my God. We won, we did it. Well, all right then. Trumpets sound. The crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and one team's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald stomps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our winners. Lord Merrick's team beat Lord Randall's in a contest. Well, was that my team? I hope so. We did it. We won. I qualified. All right. Jorah did too. Well, very nice. That works, I suppose. Hold on, we've got a new tournament very soon. Let's go over to a village to visit. What's over here? Pulling on the threads. Oh no. Don't talk about Roger. He's not feeling well. Well, never mind, he's a murderer. He's over in my lands. It's pretty fun though. I'm beginning to get to know all of our major characters over in the north. I guess I could learn his secret. Well, no, I'm going to learn a thing or two from their technical knowledge. Maybe one day we're going to focus on learning. It would be nice to have a secret, but Ned wouldn't do that. He wouldn't really care for such trivial gossip. So next we've got archery, which really isn't for me, but we could try for sure. It's time to show the world my skill. Maybe, we'll see. That might not be the case, but we're going to find out quickly. A miss loose. I watch with a practiced eye as Arryn begins his approach towards the targets. Are you going to be able to do it over in Stillwater? 45 years old. So many of our people are here. Lord Randall again. My God, you could win many victories, but you couldn't win the battle against time in your hairline. Call a physician. Yeah, I'll do that. You hurt Randall. It's money spent, but I'll do it for him, sure. We've got to, I think, even if I don't win. All right. Go on. I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not here to do that. Ned wouldn't do that. Not today, not tomorrow. I am one with my bow. Thankfully, we've got decent prowess and also a great martial skill. Let's try again. Progress to victory, quite low though. Okay, I don't qualify for the horse race. I probably won't. Which, again, if that's the case, that's okay. Wait, hold on. I did win. All right. Well, look at that. Our victor, Lord Eddard. That gives me 40 gold, 750 prestige, Merry aim for 5 years, a lot of renown. All right. I didn't think we could do that, but we did. So now we'll go back to the tourney grounds. A secret. Oh, there's a woman who wants to fight. I could have you fight for me. That would be nice. Yeah. Come on down. Join me. I don't mind. If I can't qualify, well, we'll just wait until the ceremony, I suppose. There's a feast here, and here's my boy, Jon Snow. He wants to be lusty? No. I'm going to show him how to make friends. You're not going to be a coomer. Not on my watch. You're going to be a gregarious fellow. Perfect. All right. So now that we've won that, we just need to wait for the tournament to end, then we're going back home. I could try to get in, but no, we're not going to do that. It's fine. Let's move on to the ceremony. In 297, we're now back. We have journeyed for 558 days, traveling through 132 baronies. Also, we won a bow, a prize composite bow. I don't really need it. I've got eyes, so I could give it to someone. I could give it to Jon, I suppose. That's true. You know what, Jon? I think you do deserve a gift. I could also give it to Benjen. That is my brother, and he could use it right now. Does he have any weapon? He does not. He could use one for sure, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Here you go. Take it. Now he's got his own bow. That's going to help out his prowess. I would rather him take it and use it right now. That should help out, I think. And so now that we're back home, there hasn't been any rebellions, no issues really. The wall stands, though again, the Wildlings, the spawn of Night King. That's an interesting title. I don't like that title. Hide and peek. Wait. Uh-oh. Jon? Are you spying on the servants? Don't do that. Do I want him to be chaste? Well, alright, look. It is no way for you to behave. So unfortunately, he'll have to become chaste. He could still have children, it just might be a bit more difficult. He's going to focus on work a little bit more. Who are you? No good. That's who you are. Remember, in our prior chapter, Robert took away our title, our council position. We used to be a marshal for the Iron Throne, but now he wants to make me a chancellor. I mean, I'll take it. It's a benefit for sure. We need some manner of title. That much I do know. Let's have a look over here at his council. We get more prestige, fellow vassals like me, and I get some diplomacy lifestyle experience, which we don't truly need, but I'll take extra prestige. We're getting 20 per month. That renown, it's getting higher too. Hopefully we'll be able to unlock a new legacy in time. But in the future, I would like to again become a proper master at arms. We do not forget, Littlefinger, it's time for a private war. A war of revenge. Your liege will join the war. That would be unfortunate. But no matter what, we've got to avenge Jon. 560 prestige. I'll take it. I wonder, I might call upon a few allies. Also, Robert cannot make up his mind. Let me show you. We're no longer the Chancellor. He's like, hey, have a job. By the way, I don't want you to have that job. I would like to imagine that Robert gets really mad at Ned because Ned, well, he speaks his mind. And, of course, to our surprise, Caitlyn is again pregnant. Another child. Wow, that's a lot. I've got over 5,000 soldiers coming to fight. I shouldn't need more. I would think not, but we're going to find out very soon. Also, look who's come of age. Jon Snow. You get to be a knight. Very good. 16 years old. Alright, after that, I'll let you get married. Perfect. You're of my house. Now you two are married. Great news. 19 prowess. He's a brilliant general. That's even better. Alright. Well, he's not going to fight just yet, but maybe in time. Also, I've got to really think about it. We could talk about what happened at the Tower of Joy. We'll do that later, after our War of Vengeance is done. I was going to call some allies over. We shouldn't need help. I don't think so. The Vale is not going to join in, which is good. Right, because his direct liege has joined in. Well, there he is, his little army. Let's beat him right away. Oh, you've got what, crossbowmen? A bloody guard? You are bloody, that's true. A few okay fighters, but mine are much better. That's true too. Jorah, he's gonna tear you to shreds like a bear. One dead enemy, the war is over. It didn't take long. It began, it ended. You know what? That's my hostage now. I've got you. The vile Eddard. Oh, you believe so? You barely put up a fight. Alright, let me think about it. What are we going to do with him? That's a really good question. We lost to only 39. He had only a few survivors. Our captains did well. Everyone did well. Alright, are any of you worth anything? Not really. Most of you are not very good. You're okay, Jarman, but you're not very good, so forget about you. Ah, we got him. Littlefinger. Time to make him maybe no finger? Stubby finger? I got rid of every other prisoner. They didn't do anything wrong. But Petyr, he did. I could have him executed, if only Ned could do it. It could even be a public one. The people would love it. Popular opinion up by 15. I mean, they're bored, really. I wish I could banish him over to the wall, but unfortunately I can't do that. Lady Paula says no. Maybe one day that might change. And you're never going back home. I mean, my other option is I could leave him in a dungeon where he's not able to plot, where he's not able to do anything at all. Let me know what you think that we should do with Littlefinger. We have him, and he's not going to have Ned killed. Not today. Rickon is very rebellious. So what we're going to do with him, we're also going to marry him off to Dorne. She's a princess, and that means we'll be able to double up on our chances of potentially having our own house in places of power over in Dorne. It's a long-term game, but if we ever want to have a great ally against, let's say, Robert, or even the Westerlands, Dorne would be great to have in our pocket. So that's what we want for sure. Also, we have a new child. She's now called Lyanna. She's beautiful. That's great. I could marry her off to, well, Robert over here. That's an option. Or instead, I could give you money. 150 gold. There we go. Now you'll want to ally me. Even better. Why do I want that? Okay, well, if I tell the world about Jon, then you know who's going to want him dead. Robert. No matter what, we're going to have a war. I don't like that. Lord Beric, thank you. I could use a bit more money, so we might need to get ready for that war. Who do we have on our side? We've got many allies. We've got Dorne. We've got the Riverlands. The Reach. Who else do we have? The Vale. I mean, that's a decent amount. That's really good. We would need to fight who? The Iron Islands, the Westerlands, the Stormlands, probably the Crownlands too. But if everyone else joins us, we should outnumber the forces of King Robert. Ned wouldn't want to fight him, but he also wouldn't turn over Jon Snow. He would never do that, because Jon would have to die at that point. Also, look at who drowned. Edric. Tragic. He was a strong kid too. So that's why we're not going to expose his true heritage just yet. Only because we need to get ready. I'm hoping that Robert won't do it, but you know how he gets when it comes to those Targaryens. He gets rather angry. Also, beyond the wall, those powers continue to grow. So we've got to get ready. Winter is of course coming. Oh, look who's very angry. You want to challenge me, Petyr? Very well. Let's have a fight. No. I'm gonna fight as my own champion. Who's gonna fight me? Alright. Daramund. May the best man win. You've got your own champion. I don't need one. Look at my prowess. I'm doing fine. Alright. Let's keep it simple. I'll show you how I heft a sword. Strike, parry, riposte. We should be getting closer, I would imagine. Let's do it again. We're not done. And we have won. He's died. You killed another person, Petyr. You know what? I already forgot about you. Have a good time in my dungeon, you idiot. Who's over here? Martin. Martin who? A lowborn. He's very talented. If only he was a better fighter. Ah, that feels good. He's not getting out. And you know what? I'll host you, but be gone. Oh, right, because he's only meant to be there for that one event, so he's vanished. Technically, in our world, he's dead now. Now that's what I call just desserts. Lord Roger of the Rills. He's a kinslayer. He killed his own brother, Rickon. But look at that. Let's see, a few days ago, Lord Roger of the Rills, the learned sister of my vassal Barbary, wait, excuse me, what? Took part in an experiment with oil of vitriol, concocted by the celebrated alchemist, Sherrit. But something went wrong. And now Barbary wants me to punish that alchemist. So it looks like it was Roger who was careless. No one here is to blame. There it is. I might not be able to put you into prison, but now you're disfigured. Here be secrets. Oh, come on, Bran. Don't talk about that. I don't want to hear about Walton. Wait, a murder secret? Excuse me? Oh, you killed Chell. Oh no. You're gonna have to lose your position. That feels bad. I wonder why you killed him. I suppose they were rivals. What should we do about him? What manner of punishment should we deal out, if any? That's a good question, I think. Sansa has also come of age now. Well, I'm glad her education worked out. She's one great eminence. Great news. Alright, well, you are now married. Do well, my child. Oh yeah, there we go. One step closer to Dorne. That should be a good one to gain access to. Though, Doran, he's got many children. It might be difficult. Arya, you're next. Then Bran, Rickon, and finally Lyanna. If we have more children, I'll be impressed. Well, look who it is. Aegon's invasion. A Targaryen claimant has landed in the lordship of Maidenpool. Maidenpool is right over here. Oh, that's very daring. That's very close to King's Landing, with the exiled Lord Jon and 10,000 men under the command of Harry of the Golden Company. Well, there it is. He's coming back. Banners will be called, swords sworn, and oaths made as the stranger returns to the Seven Kingdoms. The Young Griff is now here. So now, we've got to really talk about what we're going to do. We could, of course, you know, join him, or we could, of course, help out Robert. You know which choice Ned would make. It's very clear. He wouldn't join the Young Griff. But we do have a few other tough decisions, because if we want to reveal who Jon Snow is, we'll have to fight Robert. If Robert dies, I wonder if any future leader of the Iron Throne would actually have any problems with Jon Snow and who he is, or who he's from. After that, we've got to watch out for the tribes up north, over 20,000 men. That's going to be a grave threat. Why? Because any allies who come to help us, they would have to march up north. That would take a very long time. And also, they would probably run out of supplies. You know that allies aren't always reliable, and so that would probably happen over here at the wall. The wall could potentially fall if we're not too careful. And the Young Griff, we'll see how he plays out, but we know that people are going to take sides, which means we might lose a few alliances. Those alliances were key for me if I wanted to actually defend Jon Snow. Because now people are going to pick a side. They'll choose the Young Griff or Robert. And I'm not sure who they're going to go for, but he seems to have a lot of allies to begin with. I mean a lot of allies. That's going to be a major problem. Briefly, let's have a look at our own side too. Right over here. We have many of our notable characters. Barbary, she's actually pregnant at 43. Howland Reed at 38. He's actually my most powerful vassal. Over in the Rills, we've got Lord Roger, who's not doing too well physically. The Stony Shore, Lord Theo. House Glover, 40 years old. We've got Jorah of Bear Island. Who else do we have? Lord Hugo, the Big Bucket. Brandon Umber still alive, 75 years old. Unfortunately, well, Rickard, he died of the House Karstark. Now we've got Lord Harrion. Lyessa of Crestview of House Flint. House Locke. There's Lord Donnell. And we've got Lord Wylus of White Harbor of House Manderley. And then who else do we have? Domeric is actually doing pretty well too. Yeah. Without having Ramsay Snow or Roose Bolton here to stomp on him, you know, his hopes and dreams and all that, he's actually doing pretty well. Who else do we have? Well, our brother, he's doing very well. We're called the Fair Wolf. He's called the Red Wolf. That's really cool. He's got twins, Ludd Stark and also Morik Stark. You've got the green sight, and so do you. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. There's Arryn Stark and also Paula Stark. That's my niece. So our family, we're now okay. And of course, Jon Snow now has a daughter. Well, good for him. 18 years old. Sansa, she's only 16. She's married to Prince Quentyn of Dorne. I'm hoping these alliances don't fall apart. That would be terrible. But we'll see how that all plays out as we get along. Lady Lyanna. Interesting. You might one day marry Aegon. Huh. A child of who? Monford of Driftmark. Yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. Like I said before, with what is about to happen, things are about to change rapidly. Everything we did today was a setup for what is about to occur. So thank you for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think we should do, how we should approach our upcoming problems, and all of that. And we'll have a future council session very soon. And as always, until then.